Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Mwendwa here, ready to share as always. Today we are discussing about how to do an auction, and we'll start with the definition of auction. Auction is the process of buying and selling of properties through binding. So how do the process begin? Already you have advertised the property in the newspaper. You have as well given handbills. You have as well did any kind of advertisement. You also informed your partners, other auctioneers, to help you to sell these properties to get customers. So when the day of auction comes, you already have potential customers. Potential customers are customers who called you when they saw the number in the newspaper. Others, they are people you interact on a daily basis, or maybe they called you earlier and told you, Mr. So and so, Mr. Auctioneer, if you are able to auction a vehicle, this kind of a vehicle, or a piece of land in a specific area, or maybe even office furniture, office electronics like the laptops, the desktop, and what have you, you have called these clients to come. These are the potential customers that you know. One of them will be able to buy these properties. So you make sure you call them, and they have to preview. Maybe they can look at the items the night before the auction, or in the morning before the auction begins, an hour or so before the auction begins. So when they check at the property, if it's a piece of land, just note that day you only auction a piece of land unless you carry other stuff with you to the auction area. Then they look, then they register with you, the auctioneer who is doing an auction. You have to get their name, their telephone number, their addresses, as well as their identification number, that is the ID number. And then when you do that, because already they'll show that they're still interested with this property, you give them an auction card, whereby they're going to use when the auction begins for identification. So it's very important for an auctioneer to have a bell. Sorry, I did not carry my bell today, but every auctioneer, the bell is very important, especially on the day of auction, because this is one that marks the beginning, and interruption of the bell will be there throughout the auction. So in order to bring people's attention, the bell is required. For the auction to begin, the bell must be ringed. So this auctioneer who is doing the auction should do a brief description of the property before now giving a minimum price for the binders now to come in. The binders now, they are allowed to be active when you have given a minimum price. Then the first binder will take the price, the second will raise, the third will raise. So you'll go with the binders as they raise. So the highest person, the highest binder, is the one who will go with what? That piece of land, that piece of that vehicle, if it's a vehicle, depending on what you are auctioning that particular time. So that is what happens in an auction yard. If you have a question, feel free to comment below. If you have a comment, something to add, also feel free to comment below. That is all I have for you today. See you on Monday for a thought. Please don't forget to subscribe, to give me a thumbs up, and also to click the notification bell so that wherever I upload a video like this, you are able to be notified. Thank you so much for being here. See you on Monday. Goodbye.